Gregory Daniel Griffin.
That's a little bit of
Oh dear. It's always, just riffing. So whatever comes to mind. Like nothing right now. Ooh, I'm not a big favorites person, to be honest. But I love pizza. I love all food, to be fair. Oh, look at that, favorites. Red. Oh, there are bets on that. I'm Batman. Ooh, favorite 80s action film? It was a film called Gotcha, I believe, which was like a university kid and his friends were all in like a paintballing club. And it was like paintball wasn't really big. It was like a unique thing, and so they were always running around campus with their paintball guns trying to get you. And then he, got tangled up in this worldwide espionage thing, and had to put his paintball skills to use. It was awesome. When I was like 10 or 12, and it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I think it was Anthony Edwards, actually. It was probably his first movie. Oh, man. Gotcha. Best moments are probably...
Would Ms. Varelli contact reception at extension 7210? Ms. Varelli, please contact reception, extension 7210. Thank you.
That would probably have to have been my best moment in a nutshell. Probably when students have, after the fact, kind of relayed some of their experiences and like shared how much they've possibly grown or learned. Always, I think, more than like, a certain lesson may feel like it went really well, but when you get that, like the feedback that, a day, or usually it's a year, I've had a couple of times where students have been really, really generous in terms of saying what they thought of a course, and at least my little contribution to that, and that's sort of been the best.
Please excuse this interruption.
Worst.
If Ms. Benjamin is still in the building, can she please contact Mrs. Midgley at 7220? Ms. Benjamin, thank you.
That would definitely be the worst. So, Leafs, born and raised, Toronto. Yeah. I drink beer. Yeah. That's hard to know. Nothing will. Being sarcastic. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to ask students, I suppose. But it seems that people know I'm sarcastic. I hope it's somewhat funny, and I hope that I know what I'm doing, I guess. Stupidest thing I've ever done. I may have borrowed my parents' car without permission once upon a time when I shouldn't have. Yeah, that was definitely the stupidest thing. Yeah, that was lucky stupid. Those are the worst kind of stupids. But I felt like I learned a lesson anyway. They were out of town. I shouldn't have been driving that car at all, but I did. Oh well. Don't do that. Wait. No, I totally made that up. That never happened. And it wasn't worse than it sounded like it was supposed to. Yeah. Well, my mom came from Czechoslovakia in 67, 68, when Russia invaded what was Czechoslovakia, now Czech Republic, and my dad was born in Guelph, Ontario. So I'm half Canadian, half Czech, Slovakian. My Sweet 16, I had this great dress and this awesome party. No, my turning 16, I was lucky enough. My mom has kept touch with friends in Austria from when they left Czechoslovakia through Austria, and they have a kid my age, and so our families have kept touch. So when I was 16, actually, I went to Austria and tried to learn German, but mostly skied. And so my 16th birthday, I was over there. I actually forgot that it was my birthday. We were just skiing and hanging out, and I didn't talk to anybody back here. But yeah, so I didn't really celebrate it, but I was in Austria, so that was sort of, and being a ski bum, so that was sort of a celebration. It wasn't a big deal. 19 is the big one in Ontario, because that's the drinking age in Ontario. The voting thing isn't as big a deal for some reason. I don't know why. It's pretty special voting. 19, and I was the first of my buddies to turn 19, so that was rough. Guinea pig. That night ended earlier than it should have. And then 21, I don't remember 21 at all. It wasn't a big thing. Yeah. The biggest lie I've ever told. My parents said I didn't borrow the car while they were gone. That would be up there, I guess. And that's a lie by omission. I don't think they outright asked me because they wouldn't have thought I'd taken it. But that would be up there. That I cry at American Idol? No, people are always surprised to learn that I sang when I was young. Like I sang in choirs and like at weddings and got paid to do that. So there's some vocal training. Yeah, people seem to be surprised at that. But yeah, shark and like deer and rabbit and frog, that kind of stuff. And drinking, I can't think of any weird drinking stuff. I don't know, I feel like I've drank something's blood, but I like it like it was supposed to be some kind of delicatessen, but I don't really remember exactly. I don't know if that was the blood. It's probably the blood. Yeah, I think I nailed it. Like any teaching workshop you go to, there's no room for sarcasm in the classroom, and there's a sentiment that I totally agree with that, because sarcasm is like it's sharp, right? And so if anything that's sharp can hurt people. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but it's like my own coping mechanism, right? So when somebody doesn't do their homework, I seem unable to be able to say, sincerely, like, you should have done your homework, I'm disappointed. Because I don't want to say I'm disappointed in the person, because I'm not. So I end up being sarcastic and saying, well, don't worry, it won't matter for the test that you didn't do your homework. It's my coping mechanism. And I hope, I really do sincerely hope, and it seems that most people are okay with it. A great majority do find it funny and get that it's not intended to hurt anybody's feelings, but rather just to highlight some issue that I think warrants a student's attention. But certainly I know that there are people that it bothers, and I try not to be sarcastic with those people. But even when I'm not being sarcastic, it sounds like I am, and that's a real shame, right? But that's communication. I talk too much, but I'm a bad communicator, I guess. That's not good for teaching. We can edit that part out, right? Yeah, great, perfect. Yeah, I sing once a month at Briarwood. Anybody's welcome. You take your chances. There's a bunch of bands, and we're like on a 1-on-4 rotations. My wife runs the band, so she plays piano, and then we have like the minister's our bassist, and then we got a guy that plays drums, and I play guitar and sing.